Have you ever felt your cheeks burn red at the worst possible moment? That sudden wave of heat spreading across your face right when you wish you could disappear? It's embarrassing, it's exposing, and it's completely out of your control. But here's the thing, blushing isn't a flaw. It's not a weakness. It's one of the most uniquely human things you can do. In fact, scientists have spent over a century trying to figure out why we do it. So what's really going on when your face turns red? To understand that, we have to go back to the very beginning, to a question that puzzled even the greatest minds of the 19th century. What was it about this simple act of turning red that confused them so much? After all, blushing doesn't help you fight. It doesn't help you run. It doesn't keep you warm. It doesn't attract a mate. In fact, it does the opposite. It signals submission. It signals vulnerability. So why would evolution keep something that makes you more visible at the very moment you want to disappear? To answer that, we have to look at what's actually happening when your cheeks turn red. Charles Darwin called blushing the most peculiar and most human of all expressions. Mark Twain put it even more bluntly, man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. But why? Why are we the only species on Earth that turns red when we're embarrassed? And why does the thing that's supposed to hide our shame actually make us more visible? Think about it. When you blush, your face literally glows. It's a beacon. It screams, "Look at me," at the exact moment you want to disappear. So why would evolution keep something so counterproductive? The answer is stranger than you might think. And it starts with a paradox. When we blush, our face turns bright red. It's impossible to miss. It literally draws attention to the very thing we're trying to hide. Darwin couldn't figure it out. He called it an involuntary expression of self-attention. The more you try to stop it, the worse it gets. The wish to restrain it, he wrote, by leading to self-attention actually increases the tendency. Think about that. You're embarrassed, you blush, you notice you're blushing, and you blush even harder. It's a loop, an inescapable biological betrayal. The philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre called it the proof of the existence of others. The blush, he said, is evidence that we're aware of being seen by other people. It's a physical response to social exposure. And the more you try to control it, the more it controls you. So what's physically happening under the surface? When you feel embarrassed or socially exposed, your body releases adrenaline and other hormones. This causes the blood vessels in your face to dilate, to open up and expand. More blood flows to your cheeks, your ears, your neck. Your face literally heats up. You can feel it happening, that warmth spreading across your skin. This is different from a simple flush from exercise or heat. That's just your body cooling down. This is something else entirely. A blush is governed by the sympathetic nervous system, the same system that controls your fight or flight response. But instead of making you run or fight, it does something far stranger. It makes you visible. It makes you vulnerable. This isn't about temperature. This is about emotion. And it's completely involuntary. You can't stop it. You can't hide it. You can't fake it. It's one of the few bodily responses we have no conscious control over. So why can't animals do this? It's not just about having exposed skin. Some animals have bare faces, like balduicari monkeys, with their bright red faces. But that's not a blush. That's a health signal. It shows they're well-fed, free of disease, and ready to mate. It's sexual advertisement, not embarrassment. Blushing requires something much more complex. To blush, you need to be aware of yourself as a social being. You need to know what others might be thinking about you. You need a sense of self. And that's rare. Even our closest relatives, chimpanzees and gorillas, don't have it. They can show embarrassment. They can show submission, but they don't blush. They lack the cognitive machinery for it. Blushing requires a theory of mind, the ability to understand that other people have thoughts and feelings about you. It requires self-awareness. And as far as we know, humans are the only species that possesses this particular combination of self-awareness and visible blood vessel response. A 2024 study from the Paris Brain Institute looked directly at the brain activity of people while they blushed. Participants were made to watch videos of themselves singing karaoke, awkward, off-key, and their brains were scanned the whole time. The results were surprising. Blushing wasn't linked to the parts of the brain that handle reflection, the thinking about what others think regions. Those are the prefrontal cortex areas. Instead, it was linked to the cerebellum, the part of the brain that processes emotion and attention. It's an ancient primal region. This suggests blushing isn't a calculated response. It's not you thinking, I'm so embarrassed right now. It's more primal than that. It's an automatic surge of alertness when you feel socially exposed, a reflexive response before your conscious mind even catches up. The researchers concluded that blushing is a brain-driven phenomenon, not a conscious choice. It happens before you can stop it. So why does this strange response exist at all? The leading theory is that blushing is an appeasement signal. When you blush, you're showing others that you recognize you've broken a social rule, that you feel bad about it. It's a nonverbal apology. And because it's involuntary, it's also sincere. You can't fake a blush. Studies show that when someone blushes after making a mistake, people judge them less harshly. They're viewed as more trustworthy, more genuine, more human. So blushing actually protects you. It makes people more likely to forgive you and less likely to attack or ostracize you. That's the paradox. You blush because you're exposed, but it's the blush itself that makes the exposure survivable. It's a signal that says, I know I messed up. I care about what you think. Please don't reject me. And it works. Time and again, studies show that blushing reduces punishment and increases social acceptance. Mark Twain was right. Humans are the only animal that blushes or needs to because we're the only animal that cares what others think of us. The blush is proof that we're social creatures, that our survival depends on being accepted by our group. Next time you blush, remember, it's not a weakness. It's an apology. It's an appeasement. It's a way of saying, I know I messed up, and I'm sorry. It's a signal of your humanity, a signal that you care, a signal that you're aware of being seen. And that's what makes us human. So the next time your cheeks burn red, don't fight it.